All right, everybody. Oh, shoot. So, we are going to play some more Outer Worlds. Big surprise. Ha ha ha. Let me actually take a picture real quick. All right, let's get into it. So, what quest were we working on yesterday? Main quest. Radio Free Monarch. Speak with the information broker at Devil's Peak. All right. So, where do we need to go for this? I think she said something about going through the cave. But then I think there were monsters and such. Like I said yesterday, I really don't want to fight this stuff if we're not going to win. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Those star. What is that? What is this? Oh, that looks so cool, though.
Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over.
There's stuff under? Oh, there is. Sure there's no other way? Oh, hell.
Don't mess with us.
I think we're going to have to go through. This sucks.
Sure. I'm going.
On my way.
Okay, but that's on that side, so we have to just pass, right? Why is this playing revival music? I just set Eminem to play. Oh, mother. Yeah, I don't know. This is 2 revival songs in a row. It's crazy.
Tunnel here.
Where?
Ah, shit. That's a big one. We can tiptoe around to the left or go in guns blazing. Up to you.
I'm
I
not
vote
fighting.
the latter.
They really just don't
The
look up a whole
hell?
lot.
Look up. What's he doing up there?
I don't know what she's talking about. But I'm gonna act like whatever she's talking about doesn't exist. I really don't want to fight the Manta Queen. That's so cool though, that like I think I don't know how possible it is for humans or if it's just I love superheroes and all that stuff. The space exploration seems so freaking cool. The only thing that sucks is every time I freaking take the I need to get the lens off the camera or whatever, I have to
And
adjust
here
how
we
it's
are.
set up.
Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
There are marauders up
How
ahead.
many years do you think it took nature to shape the rock into a set of horns?
Who's this
This
child?
station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering.
This is an
We
old
don't
person
take
or a
kindly
child?
to marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true.
The Marauders
clear.
just can't speak.
But I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know. Hey, we're here to help. Long as the paperwork's
Done
and
and the pay's good.
Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with, and that's guarding these big old Devil's Peak horns. There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties. You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by
I'm
the
not
edge of the
doing.
mountain.
I'll just go. Yep, we're not doing all that. The Marauders aren't what I'm worried about.
Understood, on my way.
Dude, this freaking pistol is insane. Love it. Oh, I forgot. I got that thing where I heal every time I kill something. Ah, dope. Why does this gun sound like it's like playing a beat while I'm shooting? You guys hear that? It sounds pretty. Like you hear that? It's kind of like there's like a little rhythm to it.
On my way.
We didn't loot it.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
That's so fire that I heal when I love that. That was the best one. When did I get that? Let's see, which one was that? Or some help, yeah.
You may not realize this, being as
Hey,
you're an
no-
outsider.
Can't? We'll see about that. Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up. Here they come!
Right, you!
With us.
You out there. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able
Wah!
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
I ain't calling you
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name.
Yeah.
Doubly on the
Yeah,
account
let
of
him
the
know.
Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you. You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
Is there anything else good here? Dang, I'm not to a freaking... Wait, actually, I think I am. A neck with bolts.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
This game's so fun. Like, I love this game so much. This is the most fun I've had in a single player game since, like, BioShock Infinite. Which that may not be fully accurate. Like, the gunplay feels great. Like, everything just feels excellent. My guns. Having been hit in the head too, your mental will have been permanently affected. Oh, that's what I have right now? That's why my like... Back in it. Bailey. Does his father boxes? Dang, I have 17. We're cooking. We're rich. I don't know if I'm just really good at the, like, if I'm just playing it really good or if, like, the normal mode is just really easy. I feel like I was not cooking like this on freaking either of the Fallouts we put.
That's the last of them, I think.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on.
Like, we have hella healing supplies, like...
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Told you I'm looking for a certain information broker.
Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
You said that in a way that was almost believable.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just it might take me a while this time.
Why is that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Do we kick them off?
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Doesn't. It already does. I'm a. Can we cut them off from inside state?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience.
A bat! Are we over? Alright, let's see what we have in our arsenal. Plasma launcher. It's pretty cool. I like this heavy machine. I like the hunting rifle kind of blue. Hello, Brandon.
Up, dog. Yeah.
$15. I don't like these dang two. Gotta play. Ryan. All right. How you doing today, Brandon?
Doing good. Mm.
Okay, so markers. Okay, let's go. Let's work on this. We can just teleport back. But you know nothing about her. Been to hell and back. I can serve you vouchers. She broke a house. In my night pants. Open Bibles.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've
Oh,
found
this is
one.
that dude that was
If you're
speaking.
looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I just need you to stop using devil speak.
Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Your broadcasts aren't. You really think the board's going to list propaganda?
They can't be everywhere at once. Surely there are radios that still catch our message here and there. Surely.
You are quite assured in the idea that any who hear your message will not immediately change stations upon realizing what utter rubbish it is.
You're only transmitting on a single radio frequency and very few people.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate.
Serendipitous.
I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Sounds fair to me.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Oh my lord. Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Sorry, when I press on my right ear cup, why is it doing? So weird. Huh, okay. Sorry.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Oh my lord. So much to do. Alright,
If you were in charge, would you keep the board around?
Of course. Even with all their faults, they are the best.
shut up, Max. Max an idiot. Oh my lord. Oh my lordy lord. Okay. Where we are? Is this where we are? Dude, they're putting me in such treacherous territory. Fight nobody. I just want to get my missions. Well, I do want to fight people, not these dang raptors. I know we.
Going silent.
That was swift, wasn't it? You guys saw that? You know, I ran past that seahorse real swift. Like, let's. I love that you can save and it just keeps saving. Like, or once, like, you go back.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
What's going on here?
Fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you?
I'm supposed to meet someone here. That's what.
Right. Carlotta. Yeah, she's inside. We got first rights, though. Soon as we fix that generator, she's ours.
I'll just kill you guys. Why are you after?
You'd have to ask the boss. I just know she wants
I
Carlotta.
will literally just blow your brains out.
Mm,
And I'm just gonna let you walk
No.
on in?
no,
Why's that now?
it was mine.
Here for Carlotta, I get
Oh,
it. I'll
you
offer, you
darn.
get paid, and we all.
Hell, I ain't gonna pass up free bits. Make it painful.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Do you have a moment to talk about our salvation through the order of scientific? Carlotta, is that you?
Yeah, and for the 100th time, I'm not opening this door. Who are you anyway?
Nazu Amaru. Graham sent me to collect supplies.
Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Wah! Oh, poor.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
And why did Sanjar ban you from working with the Iconoclast?
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Why have you been helping Graham?
It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the iconoclasts for doing it.
Where would they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Or suggest extra food.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Let's get it. We leveled up. There's something that we need to unlock. 5 there. 5. Perks. What is a science? I'm gonna try that. Oh shoot. An A. Sucks now that I freaking heard that, but I could give it to. Does this still take away my day? Make my one score? Yeah. Now, if no one's going to penalize us, I'm gonna take all the armor we can get, brother. Not armor. It was just like scraps and such. Got everything. Did we loot it clean? Nope. Now we looted it clean. Let's get it, bro. Alright, now we burned it down. Glad that they left. Alright, back to the map. Amber Heights. Oh, that's the person that was trying to give us a pamphlet. But they don't have pamphlets. But now they'll have more pamphlets because we got them their rollers. Hopefully he's not upset, but they need food and medicine.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Got your rollers. Rest of your account went to food and medicine. For the Van Noy.
They're hunters. Badass ones at that. Hope they're all right.
They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
And we'll continue that discussion later.
Got your rollers. Rest of your...
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Isn't Sandor has declared a stop selling that kind of class?
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
Time to fix up the printing press then.
The print... Oh, no. Graham, you didn't.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been
They're
successful.
guaranteed. I
You
guarantee
sent
it.
the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them killed?
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Could have sent them after backing Zora up, right?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... If the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Gosh, I hope they're... Oh my lord. They should let me have these dang mag picks. Alright, so where do we need to go now? Oh my patient.
What was that?
Here they come.
But I'm running. I'm running. Brother, I'm running. Holy shit. There are hella monsters out here. I don't like it. They saw the Mac teleport with. Please tell me they did. Oh, that's pretty cool.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
Oh, that's so hard. I haven't had a moment to really use those yet.
We are victorious.
For mercy? Alright. They pukey the acid stuff. Dude, this shit is playing a hella freaking revival. Lord of mercy. Why? Should we be selling this stuff? I don't really. Give me more. I don't even eat the freaking food stuff. Saw rollers. Agent Khan, an island murder. Wait, what the fudge? Where's their teeth? They in? Oh, they're. Craft a different. We're over encumbered. One's booty. That is straight boot. Booty. Keep the plasma. Don't like two-handed. Sawed off. Shotgun. Like that. That's. Oh shoot. Better stuff to them. Ready? Is that you? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Alright, so they're dead? Is that what this is telling us? It's like that's what this is telling us. Go sell stuff out this way. I'll never use it. Oh no, not a drink. Um, it reloads so dang slow. That thing. Pretty. Okay, so it looks like the iconoclasts are dead. First team. Still saying retrieves are as team. I don't know. Does that mean they're somewhere in here? I'm good in here.
Making it look easy.
Is there a part of this I'm just not haven't seen? Where is her? All tuna. I'm a little confused where.
And we're stalking. And we're stalking. Covering you!
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Forget it. Get it. Dude, their things are so cool.
I am a soul. I've had quite enough of you.
Dude, we're kind of cooking the. Right.
That was a hell of a soiree.
Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help. Let's.
Would that we could. We ain't leaving our men behind, and they ain't moving on their own. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple
Oh
of hours.
my lord. Medic is dead. Found the trauma count on the.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. We'll head out as soon as we're patched up.
All right.
If you'll just listen.
No, no more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of
foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
There are gunships. They sure didn't stop me from landing here.
They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason.
Okay, well, the print press
Excellent.
all yours.
Did you find the Van Nuys?
Yes, the Van Nuys are on their way back.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Okay, so up the broker, deal with MSI and the Iconoclast. That's what we did, right? The community. Stop to Iconoclast. Okay, so where do we need to go now? Now we have to go to the Stellar Bay. Oh, okay. It doesn't even... Why is that not under... Alright, we need to... Let's speak to her.
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. Hey. Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber
I
Heights?
do not.
I heard about that back in the day. Something about pirates massacring the town?
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door. Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war. Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
Okay. So... Dude, this shit is so confusing. Not even read. Alright, we're not gonna separate it that way. Sucker bait, open the door, and then we need to start across. Blah 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 blah. You guys are just blocking my way. Titus Androidicus. I don't want to get some. Right over here.
The strong survive and the weak perish. That's the last of them.
Open this. Enough level. Poopy. Oh, you know what? We could actually take the armor off.
Great work.
Let's get it. Oh, 34. Carry. Oh, God. Improve melee weapon skills, defense skills, stock armor rate. Factory stock armor. We give her some of the bits. Clear an area out, you know what I'm saying? Teleport back. Spokesman now.
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah, well, sort of. Like,
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
On a box of data cartridges.
Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
Oh, the attack?
Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live? Thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. I gotta think. I'll let you know if I figure something out.
Let's get it. I want to up our long gun. For damn. Canyon. This kind of benefits. This is pretty bussin'. Alright, now where are we going? Alright. Can't deliver until you stop, so oh, feller. Stellar Bay. My yogurt. In a second, I'm gonna go get my yogurt. I ate late. Normally eat my yogurt around o'clock, but when I don't eat lunch,
I don't mean to judge, but are you ever sober, Ms. Ragnorine Wentworth?
Only when I got a job to do. And even that ain't a guarantee.
why is it like?
Could I?
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the
Of
pulse?
course, that is
How
crazy that
can
this bot's name has
32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent
Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate that,
Rizzo's,
mate.
perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
You shut off your broadcast.
Oh. I suppose that means
Going
you
good. How are
here
you,
for the
mate?
salt tuna.
Hey, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of the, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause,
Oh, is this
Monarch has
thing
been cut off from the
Lord of
board's
mercy.
resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs
Shoot.
on are
How'd
forged
you like
from
the department you
practicality.
were in?
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing
I
to
didn't
build
realize
us
you
a
didn't
few
get along with
practical
your
things
boss and
around
all.
here,
I thought it was just
I ain't gonna
under
judge them
you.
on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar
Is
has
everything
plucked the
like,
very words
are you
from
going to
my
have
brain.
to suffer any repercussions or anything?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Gotcha,
Indeed
that makes
not.
sense.
No worthwhile plan.
What
is
department
ever
did you switch
simple.
to?
That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board.
Oh, okay. So what, like, compared to what you were doing before, what are you doing
We
now?
can stop our transmissions altogether.
That's pretty cool, though. As
And
long
you'll
as you're
have a
happy about it
powerful
and
ally
everything.
on the board.
That's dope. What is
Why,
it?
one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Can I do? Where do I find one? The other part of your plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. and these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Saying what which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what. Good enough. I know when to settle. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I was doing waterproof or like caulking. Oh, okay. That's dope. So why did you like do you want to do the sheet metal instead of the waterproofing, or was it mainly just because of like your boss and all that stuff? Running. Oh, they're cooking them. They are cooking them. We're clearing these Raptidon out, brother. Same pay and everything, just faster. I'm not using it. That's dope. So tomorrow you go in and start doing metal, or were you doing it? Guys are bad. Patience and a tendency. Oh, okay. Today was your okay. That's dope. That's awesome, man. So are you going to have to deal with the people that were giving you a hard time before? Like, are you still going to be, I assume, like a manager and all that stuff, but you may not have to deal with the people that were giving you a hard time before, like the people that were kind of below charge of and everything. Hey, did I ever put? All right, I'm not a foreman anymore, but same pay as if I were one. Kind of a win. Oh, okay. That's That's dope. Awesome, man. So with you not being a foreman, like, you're still technically out there, like, with work and everything. You're just technically not leading the team.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry, I'm just trying to understand entirely. I apologize. I don't think they figured that out yet.
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
Got locked.
It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Oh, okay. That's dope. Awesome.
Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Figured that. Luckily, we... What? Taking as many as turn into an addiction, making for a few... Oh. For ammo. Nah, but that's...
Phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
Sure, you're okay.
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
I played. But either way, we are cooking. Ah. Look. Oh my lord, and I broke my leg again. So the Raptidons were seeming to cook pretty relatively easily, but the freaking Manta Queen, I do not even...
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found your review on a term building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Cares what they think.
Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
That's crazy. That's insane. See, I don't even understand why he'd be so upset, you know? Like, doesn't he have other workers and stuff? Like, that's just... Dude, some people are given power that they should not have.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Exactly as a data cartridge.
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part,
okay, that makes sense.
Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a path.
You know, maybe he gets fired, like they realize who he really is, and he gets fired. Or a bill of liquid.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Mr. Nandi may be correct. If the masses learn that the board disregards their own ordinances, it'd give rise to dissent. MSI could use this information to their advantage.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Sandra, you sly dog.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
He lives... That's crazy. So you guys live in the same cul-de-sac? He's your neighbor?
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. I knew you.
I don't really care about the like extra details and all. I'm trying to like get stuff done, you know. I'm trying to complete all the missions and everything. Which I definitely have not advanced as much as I did last time playing. I think I'm beyond where I was, but like I have so many hours. I'm like probably 7 or 8. I'm really enjoying this game. Freaking awesome.
You seen Arthur today?
You're bad.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Crude but forthright. I admire that.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
By nugget of paradise, you mean anti-dump? Sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I want to return my tools. They, yes, put the office told me about he went in. That's okay. Lord of mercy. About a corporation operating in secret.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my
Yeah, your
crew
old
to
boss
blind
seems like a
drop
dick.
supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. And I'll thank you kindly for it.
Run in, run in, run in.
Never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
Run in. Oh shoot, it's a Manta Queen. Oh no. That's not who I wanted.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Yeah, that's just nuts. I'd like, that's very crazy if they don't like fire him or do something.
Here we go.
Okay, so this was clearly the wrong move. Now we're kind of deep in it, so. I'm just on fire. Oh shoot. Ooh, that was not. A lot of BS. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. Oh, mother.
Hey, guess. Knock, knock.
Yeah, that's crazy. Being upset is one thing, but like allegations and things that could like kind of ruin life.
Oh, good. A fight.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Keep your guard up. Whoever got to them may still be nearby.
Bro.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
I got moves.
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway?
Let me take a look at your wounds.
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired and worn out, but a very long day. Good. Messing up.
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had
How's
us make
everything
some drops
besides
with some
that
big shot
going?
client out here. And before you ask,
Just
I don't know who it
freaking
is.
when I'm not busy with video work, I help my buddy.
The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere
Sometimes
was
with
to keep their identity
modifications
and
and all that,
whereabouts a secret.
wiring up radios and stuff. So finishing up this stupid ass dice. And we went and shot a music video after. And like my brain is cooked. The issue is like a lot of days I don't plan to be out all day, and then it lasts longer, and I don't eat until like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't know. It just like it gets to my head after a while.
The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge.
It's today wasn't. I like the running wire
Found
stuff
us.
more than the other stuff. I
My
fucking
guess
hate
is they
making
found the
things
client,
fit that
too.
shouldn't fit. I don't know. Guys, just it's just been long. What's with all the crap?
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the
How are
sound to
you
go
and your
after 'em,
girlfriend doing?
I'm sure
How's the
Catherine can
house
reward
and
you for your
stuff? We
trouble.
haven't talked much about that. How's it? How is
I'm
being
headed
a
back to
homeowner
Fallbrook
treating
just
you?
as soon as I've caught my breath.
This stuff. Plus, it's just been a long week. A lot of driving. My friend Charlotte from hauled her car. Longest time I've hauled a car. I've hauled like my tractor home from Ohio and all. Hauled a heavy ass car like that. Thought the car would be a lot light. It was because it's cool, but it was not. Truck did great though. I definitely, if I was hauling cars more regularly. I don't know, my truck is a fucking trooper. All things can, I love it. Plus my new tires are very nice. Expensive, but nice. Definitely me. What am I doing now? Cover proof of. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break. I didn't know. Okay, that's dope. That's a nice way to spend your week. Where there's some protests nearby tomorrow, so I think tomorrow I'm taking my buddy's boat to Raleigh. I think we're gonna all go get lunch together. And then there's a protest going on. I want to go take pictures.
I'll take your confession now.
I like going to like stuff like that and just taking pictures.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us
from here.
I gotcha.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about you. Everyone all right?
It's in it.
You hide. Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
He just shot him through the wall. It's so funny. I will admit this game has not been as buggy as like the Fallout game. That's probably the first piece of buggy mess that I've experienced. Watch, he has an... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I've been playing through all the Fallouts and everything. I've been playing through all the Fallouts. And before I did 4, I was like, I never finished Outer Worlds. So I was like, I'm really... It's all I've really been playing, to be entirely honest. Oh, shoot. I am enjoying this significantly more than any Fallout I have. Not saying I don't. Played Fallout. I've started it. I've never fully completed it. I need to. That'll be next. I did 3 and I did New Vegas. Fallout 4 will be next after I complete this game. This game was made by the same people that made Fallout New Vegas. Um 3 in New Vegas. Yeah. That probably has a lot to do with it, just with it being buggy and all. But this game is just like I don't know. I found myself on those games like skipping the dialogue because I just didn't do it. Maybe I'm just being more patient with this game, but I'm just like I find myself listening through the dialogue more on here. Like it's a little bit more entertaining. But I also just love space. You know what I'm saying? Like I love space. I was so excited for this current saga. Obviously, it has not turned out the way I thought it would have. But I was so excited for the current saga in MCU because I just love space. I love when they get to like the intergalactic stories and going into space and games that go into space and stuff. So like this being in space is like so cool to me. Lab rats. Oh, really? What with a better. I like Space Game, but I like Universe. Gotcha. Wait, so have you played Starfield? Is it really as bad as... Or is it just not as wonderful as they made it? I was thinking about, people were saying that Starfield is like a bigger version of this. Like, more planets and all that stuff. More expansive. But if it's not on par with this at the very least. I'm trying to also complete all the quests. Maybe not 100% every single thing. But, like to... Gotcha. Did you not like it because it was buggy, or just it wasn't like kind of capturing? I hate them when I definitely.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my
If you do, let
second
me know what you
greatest
think of it.
achievement after the Reformation.
I'll wait till it's on sale.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
How much is it right at once? Open up Steam. It's just crazy because all right. Sorry about that. I turned it up the other day when Brittany was playing. It seemed like what she was saying was coming through the mic and all. Like go on Space Adventure in your Sunday school, there are definitely better ways of spending posting this somewhere. Oh. Maybe if it goes on sale or something, I'll try it. I have freaking a $50 Steam card that Brittany's parents got me for Christmas. And I think we got it like a month or two ago. And I haven't figured out the game to spend it on. Because they normally don't like get us Christmas presents and stuff. Yeah, they normally don't get us Christmas presents. So I'm like, the fact that they got me a Christmas present this year, I have to use it on something special. So like even the party games that we do and we've been buying, I haven't used on any of that. It's just been sitting in my account. So I'm waiting for like a good game to spend it on. I'm thinking about Dune maybe.
I am.
But I'm not
Do you
sure
have
yet.
This cartridge?
Wait, what? Are you going to reformat everyone's files?
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous
Exactly. I need it on a good experience, you know?
Orderly. That's a good start.
Indeed,
Not that I can't like get
everything
games of my
starts
own.
with
I just like,
documentation.
you know.
The workings of the universe take time to prevail. But sometimes you can reach the intended destination faster if you apply a little force.
Never fear. I plan on wording our forms very strongly. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Listen, we leveled up again. Plus, this game's just fun. Like, it's really fun. I'm really just enjoying playing it. One huge thing was that I just felt like a menu. As far as I know, you can't fly straight into space. You have to run to your ship, hop in, undock, launch, go to space, and then... Gotcha, that's crazy. But see, I don't use the tactical dilation. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Let's do that. Alright. Alright, what do we need to do? Wait, why does the sky look like that? Did it look like that before? Seems like it's been getting darker. Is this going to read accurate? No, it's still not reading accurately. Okay, Radio Free Monarch. So we need to go back to the broker. This is just the freaking instrumental, Lord of Mercy. Psyched me out twice now. Can I steal this stuff? Is this stealing? I'm doing nice things for him. I have a habit. I just like looting. Sheesh. That was a lot of stuff in there. Cool. Wait, nope. One more. Buster lays right in the path of my mouse. I don't think I'll ever understand it. Like, I'll be playing Rainbow and he'll just decide to lay. Out of all the, like, desk he can lay in, he's laying right here. Like, he's just, I don't know if my... Can it really show? So you see his, like, these are his feet right here. He's, like, just right up here. For whatever reason, just... Like, I guess I know the read. Like, he wants to be near me. Just, like, he sits right up on my mouse. And then, like, he's sitting so fucking close that when he, like... Ouch. When he goes to, like, move his paw or, like, reset it or whatever, he, like, hits me with his paw. And now he's, like, looking annoyed and his tail's wagging and stuff. I feel like he can sense that I'm speaking about him. I know, that's what I was saying. I was like, I thought Starfield came out a few months ago. Like, not a few months ago, obviously, but I thought it was, like, late last year or something. And now I'm like, oh, shoot, it's been out 2 years.
It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have
That's
sweet,
fair.
sweet news for me.
Yeah, our cats don't climb on my keyboard, at least. MSI and Onyx data ready. Oh.
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
I'd say fairly competently.
Is that so?
Oh, both MSI and what they wanted.
I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here. Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Alright, we're gonna flip this switch.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I could make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
What in the... Captain, there's a fireball in the sky.
What was that?
Black holes. Did you see that?
Whose ship was that?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me.
Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that?
Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting?
Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there?
Someone explain what's going on.
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Really, we can talk this over.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons.
We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save
Oh,
our
Lord.
Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my bored damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Do we have to, or can we hop down? Oh, that's gonna hurt my legs. Jiminy crickets, gee willikers. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I don't know which one to side with. Okay, before we go over there, we're going to do this. I told her we would. Just think, it is just me. Just obscene.
Wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
I'm not out of breath. I just need a minute to clear the stitch in my side.
You gonna play outer? Yes, sir. Okay, I can't go up. Oh. Okay, so this was clearly not the way to go. Yeah, I'm really excited for Outer Worlds 2. I didn't even realize it was so soon that it was coming. We just run. Let's just run. I don't feel like dealing with these. I say we run. Oh, you know, we came down the wrong way. We should have went through though. Oh, God. What is that big thing? Oh, that is a manticore. So our queen. We are not fighting that. Yeah, we definitely went down the wrong way. I'm so sorry to my compadre, my Patreons. I just don't feel like fighting all that shit, to be entirely. We're gonna be here all fucking day. I want to complete missions. Not complete 100% of killing everything.
Let's clear this sulfur sun fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Never anger a man of the claw.
Covering you!
That's one down.
That's the last of them.
Dude, this freaking gun, whatever. What is this? What is this gun? Plasma launcher. This thing is nuts. Very near the surface of the small lockbox. Hinges rust through and its wood almost clear. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Charon. Through the tooth marks and gradual wearing away of sulfide, you can barely make out a taff carved into this tombstone's face. Got himself eaten doing the right thing.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Hold on, tell me about the UDL contract. Why do we need their help? If I never see that man again, it'll be... Hold on, tell me about the UDL.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try and find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Okay, so what does this want me to do? Oh my lord, we have to go back here? So we should have went and did that first before we started doing all this other stuff. Is essentially what this seems like.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack?
Oh shoot. So about that ship, you know, I need a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
If she's your friend, she's in need, you're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
You know, it's so wide that it's
If UDL hired two hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
About that ship.
Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
Pretty wild, wasn't us sharing the experience of seeing it crash like that?
Is this bonding? I'm not sure I like it. Next, you'll be asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11.
How'd you get the scar on your chin? You can barely see it.
Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors.
Who do you think I should give the module
I
to?
fear it's a sad day when you've resorted to asking me for advice. Sanjar's about as deadly as a spilled can of lead paint. If anyone's to aim a cannon at my face, I'd prefer it be him. But he'd never have the guts to defend Monarch if it came down to it. Graham's as likely to bomb Monarch as he is to protect it, down to the last dying man, woman, and sister-pig. As I'm not the one with access to the artillery cannon, I reckon the decision's
Trying to figure out what to play. What are you feeling?
Me? I'd end up blasting myself from the face of the planet, trying to disengage the target lock on the bloody thing. Thank you, but no. I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be... Give my...
Alright, Alright, so what do we need to do now? Man, I'm feeling my to download. I feel that. There's so many games I've downloaded, like, they've been large downloads just to, like, I don't know. No, that's not what I'm... Bruh, what do you... Stop. Okay, Starcross, there's the outpost. Alright, so... Wait, what? No, that's not where... There's the outpost. Oh, okay, so that's not even something we can... This is... Alright.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one?
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I didn't... We're just running for it. Is there nothing closer to this thing? Where's running? Not dealing with all this nonsense. Oh, they're just clapping everything, apparently.
I've had quite enough of you!
Let's get it. Antipode, not quite yourself, or attacking your party. Dexterity, no. Alright, run the rest of the way. Let's get it. Alcohol it up. I like Godzilla.
We got trouble.
Don't care. Don't care. Dang, dude, my teammates go crazy.
On my way. Be right there. We've got a fight on our hands.
Be right there!
Not used all in combat. Direct command key. Undiagnosed. Oh wait, no. Wrong button. Change the cost of any failure.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Dude, she's so calm. That's crazy. This is trippy. Trippy on my eyeballs. Good Lord of mercy. I'm always breaking my legs. I kind of like I don't really like that guy because he gave the code out and got his people killed. I don't really fuck with him. I was gonna look stuff up. That's what I've been doing with the other Fallouts and everything, but I think we're gonna do it based on my own opinion, and we'll just deal with the own repercussion. It's a learning experience.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines.
Idaho unit. That's crazy.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
Did you agree to a truce with Donnie?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
Panda Express doesn't sound bad.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you could use someone who sees the big picture.
You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
What about Graham's second in command, Zora?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
Okay. Wait, so module Sandra, go to ally. Let's see. Chance for peace between me and need to convince their leader. Says he's willing to bone leave. Of course, Sanjar is willing to negotiate. He wants to retrieve from Cascadia. So where's Cascadia? Is this Cascadia? Which one's Cascadia? I don't understand. That's just Amber Heights. Bayside Terrace. What's there? Which place is oh my friggin' lord. Alright, I'm gonna assume that this place over here is Cascadia. We're gonna travel here, and we're going to run. Let me make sure I'm going the right direction. Alright, time to run. I got my good shoes on too. Let's get it. The freaking grenade launcher thing that we have goes crazy. I'm not dealing with this. Fuck off.
Here they come! Heading back! Make it trap! Sure thing, Captain.
Get them! I am en route, Captain.
On my way!
How do we get in?
Heading back. Coming over to you. Well done. We're still alive.
How do we get in here?
Here they come! That didn't work!
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
Covering you!
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
I love a good fight.
Did we unlock the fast travel? Oh, cool. Dude, the freaking like the companion stuff is so cool. I love it. You know, and I thought I'd be a little bit more annoyed by the slow-mo and all that, but it's really not that bad.
Opening fire!
Ouch. Ouch, Charlie. That hurt. Messages. That ain't saving. This is. Hmm. All right, I guess. FedEx Fret, that's dope. You going to pick it up or you You ordering it? I haven't had Panda Express in a long time. But dude, some Chipotle? I had Chipotle Wednesday, and I'd take some more. Nora's top-notch sawbones with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make quick decisions. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to carelessness around the machinery. Recommend for Employee of the Month. His enthusiasm for Rizzo is unmasked. He displays present on his company products. Exactly the kind of work we need to keep our storefronts. Do not promote beyond store manager. Please remove your data pool from the... Okay. From the root. Cool. Having it delivered. I haven't eaten out in a while, and I'm just not feeling... Nah, I feel that. We kind of make, like... Brittany kind of makes, like, meals for the week and stuff. I kind of just... She tells me what meals she wants to make, and then, she goes grocery shopping, and then she makes meals, you know? Pizza rolls do sound kind of bussin'. I don't think I've had pizza rolls in a long time. We try not to eat a lot of frozen foods and stuff. I can't tell you the last time I've had something that was frozen.
Any luck bringing the iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay. Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince
No,
her
I
to
feel
agree to
that.
a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Okay. Gonna... Big old yawn. We're gonna keep it wide enough for Sylvester here. Oh shoot, but it's okay. No, I use mirrorless cameras. This is my I call it my B cam. So I have an A cam, a B cam, and a C cam. My A cam is what I'm normally using and stuff. And most of the stuff we do, we don't need all three cameras. So Brittany uses a C cam. This is my B cam just because it's easier to use and all. And I take my other camera and just swap lenses most of the time. And then when Brittany helps me, we take this one down and all.
We should chat. Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden.
This is an A7C.
Let's be frank here. He's an unhinged charlatan.
Any Sony camera is pretty dope.
You're not wrong.
I like
Get
all
the hell
Sony
off your
cameras.
high horse.
I really
preacher.
want an
This ain't
A7S3
exactly easy for me.
or an FX3.
I
Probably an A7S3.
believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head. And the only way I see the iconoclast surviving
I like my
is
A7C a lot too.
we depose him.
So DSLRs, when you take pictures and stuff, they don't have live review. So, for example, when I go to take pictures and stuff, you have to take the picture and then you see how it's exposed and then you adjust accordingly. A mirrorless, because it's like sensors and screens and all that. So when you look into a DSLR, you're looking through the fucking lens, like the sensor, through the magnifying glass and all that shit. It's not really digital. But on this camera, because they're mirrorless, it's like it's all electronic. So the sensor captures it and then it shows you right in the screen and it adjusts. So like on a DSLR, if I adjust my shutter speed to increase my brightness, it doesn't show that to what I'm seeing. Whereas on this, as I adjust my shutter speed or I try to increase my exposure, it shows it as I'm adjusting it, if that makes sense. Plus mirrorless cameras are just a lot lighter. Like a lot of times we're holding cameras for hours and stuff. No, I don't really know in this day and age if there's any reason to buy a DSLR. I think DSLRs may have been preferred for photos at one point in time. I could be wrong. I don't have a lot of experience with DSLRs. Like I just don't recommend them. I don't see any point to using them when a mirrorless does like what it does. Um, Sony doesn't even make DSLRs anymore. Like they're all mirrorless cameras. I think most camera companies are pretty much just all mirrorless at this point. But mirrorless are lighter. They're, to me, I like they're lighter. And then I guess it all kind of comes to brand and stuff. Like they're smaller like this camera is really tiny. I can't really other cameras over there, but like they're small, they're light. I'm constantly like when we do a wedding, we're holding cameras for like 8 straight hours. And like there's a lot of moments when you need the exposure to just be right, and I'd much rather just have the live review. So I started with an mirrorless, and I've just kind of went up the chain from there. I really like Sony because I guess to me the brand's more important than like the mirrorless or DSLR. But I mean, all brands have what they're good at, and that's kind of the thing that sucks about cameras and brands and all that stuff, is that each camera has something that they're good at. So like Panasonic cameras have really good stabilization. And they have pretty good colors too. Canon has really good colors. And their footage really crisp. It's a really nice, just their colors are great. And then Sony has really good autofocus and really good low light performance. The Canon has colors. Panasonic has the stabilization. Nikon, I think they have, I don't know what Nikon really has. I think some people just choose Nikon because they want to choose Nikon. But then Sony has the autofocus and the low light. And to me, the autofocus and the low light mean more than anything else. Because most of the scenarios that we film in and stuff, you can't really... It's not really reasonable to use manual focus, as far as I found. And Sony's autofocus is so fucking accurate. When we film sports and stuff, it would be a pain in the ass having to lock in focus. I can do it, but it's a pain in the ass. It kind of depends on what you like. I don't know if one is really beating the others. Sony kind of, when they released the FX3, they kind of took over everything. But I think they're all dope. If I didn't start with Sony, I've considered going to Fujifilm once, because they released the X-T4 and the X-T5. Those are really nice cameras. But I have like lenses and things in the Sony market, and it would just be a pain in the ass to sell everything and move. And Sony's really never let me down, you know. I have an A7 IV, and I love my A7 IV. I bought it open box, pretty much brand new. 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and I love it. Oh, so I normally buy open box cameras. So all of them have been open box or used, because to me, as long as the sensor's in good shape, who cares? But like this A7C, I think I bought open box and it had like 100 shutters on it. My A7 IV, well, so this camera I think is a little bit more than that when I first bought it. It's not worth that anymore, obviously. My A7 IV is my most expensive camera. But honestly, lenses mean a lot more than the cameras do anymore. Every camera has pretty good imagery. Just about every camera I know of that's out currently or has been released in the last 5 or 6 years can shoot 4K. Like my A7 IV, does the mirrorless still have... It depends on what camera it is. So like my A7 IV has quite a bit of rolling shutter if I'm just shaking it back and forth. Because it's a high megapixel sensor, so the readout time's kind of slow. But like an FX3, it doesn't have rolling shutter. And I think they released the A1 II, and I think that has a global shutter, so it doesn't have rolling shutter. So some cameras are worse than others. My camera, I can tell if I'm shaking it back and forth. Like sometimes I shake it back and forth when we're out filming something just because I notice it. But it's improved so much now in most scenarios, unless you're just being a crackhead, you're not going to notice it. Excuse me. Like, I think sports would be the only case maybe you could, but a lot of it depends on, like, it depends, like, again, it, like you kind of, part of my job, I feel like, is knowing the limitations of my cameras and working around those things, if that makes sense. Like, my A7 IV, it shoots 4K 60, but it's cropped in. So, like, I have this, that's why I bought this ultra-wide lens to kind of combat that. But I think it's just a part of knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, having the right tool for the job, or, you know. But yeah, rolling shutter, we don't experience rolling shutter much in the stuff that we do, even with sports and all that. I think, like I said, Canon makes really dope cameras. Nikon makes dope cameras. I think any brand has nice cameras at this point. I'd really love to try a Panasonic camera. Their newer one, it has like 32-bit float audio, so it's like raw audio, and I think that shit's so cool. But I really want an FX3, but I don't really have a point in getting it, and I don't like I like my business account having money in it and all. And I kind of buy things as we need it. So if something came up where we need an FX3 and it was going to justify the cost, like it was going to put enough towards it, I'd buy one. But that's kind of how we do things. When we need a lens, we buy it. If we don't need a lens, we don't just go and waste money on lenses and stuff. A lot of people just like collecting shit and never using it. I'm with you there. Let's go talk to him. Sorry about Ray. I fucking love cameras and like films and like all that shit so much. Like I could go on and on and on.
Monarch.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I buy them open box.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spots.
And everything I've gotten open box has been in great shape. I'm super OCD about the quality of my stuff. We aren't here to argue, we're here to act.
Yes, we are acting. On Stellar Bay. What's this about?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already.
They're pretty expensive, but like the amount that you make off of like commercials and stuff like that, it's
time to step down.
In a lot of cases, it's worth it.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Do you use a gyro? Yeah, so I use gimbals. I've used gimbals since I started. I had a Zion Crane 2. And I sold that and got a Weeble S, and I just recently upgraded to an RS3 Pro. And I still have the Weeble S. I was going to sell it, but I haven't gotten a lot of interest in it, and I'm questioning about keeping it. So yeah, I don't use it for everything. In the start, when I first started doing videography, I used the gimbals a lot more. But lately I don't use the gimbals very much anymore. We use them for some things, like when we're doing like, so like, how do I explain it? Like, so recently we did like a product type thing for my buddy Jeremy, where I showed off this golf cart where you upgrade the audio and everything on it. So I use it for stuff like that when I'm kind of showing off a stationary object, or like when we do commercials for the lawnmower companies or for marketing or stuff like that, we use it. But a lot of the stuff we do is freehand, and I just like freehand. I would love to. My goal with like our videography stuff is I'd one day like to make films and stuff. I'd like to direct movies and things. So I try to use stuff like that. Like I try to keep that in mind, and I try to shoot stuff a lot more of how maybe a movie would be shot versus like how people on the internet shoot things or see things fit. And UCAF, you done? I do. She's got the best interest.
I built this movement from the ground up.
I would love to.
And all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. that you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what
You ever thought
happened
about
in
making?
Amber
I'd
Heights.
love to make a film.
You didn't start this
I just,
movement because you wanted
I
to
don't know
save
where to
us.
start.
You wanted to save yourself.
No.
I'm trying to get better at like storytelling and stuff like that. Because I think that's where my love for things comes from. I love a good story, like more so than the cameras or how it's shot or the angles or anything. I just love a good story. So I've been trying to like watch more movies and study them, and I've been trying to like do research and learn about writing screenplay and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I've been kind of working towards it. I don't know if I'd be able to submit it to Sundance, but just making a short film and uploading on YouTube, I'd really be excited about. And I'm kind of starting to meet enough people down here where maybe I could put together like a cast and stuff if it came to that point. I just love storytelling, you know? Like, I don't even know if I'm really a videographer or like a photographer. I just like telling stories, you know? I'm a sucker for a good story. Even if it's the shittiest movie or shittiest game on earth, as long as it has a good story, you know? I love stories. Graham, no amount of meditate. You ran. You needed a clear conscience, so you ran. That's around your...
I escaped the corruption of the endless cycle of corporate greed. Yes, I ran from that. But now I'm ready to face it once more. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
I think a good genre. Dude, I tell Brittany all the time I'd love to shoot something that's horror related or whatnot. I also really like TV shows. Like, I think it would be cool to either direct like a mini series or a movie, you know? I love, obviously, far out of my leagues, like even a short film right now I feel like is kind of out of my leagues. I'm working towards it, but I would love one day to be able to work on like an MCU movie or something. Like something like that would be so dope. Just because I love comic books so much. I'm about to get a drawing pad I was going to get it for like storyboarding ideas for movies or for when we shoot music videos and stuff like that. But I'd like to work with animation and stuff of that nature too, and maybe like teach myself it. Isn't necessary.
Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill him. Okay, well that sucks. I didn't want to kill him.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void, help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Hold on, I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
People have suffered long enough. You could put a stop to that. Neither of you can afford this fight. People have suffered. You could put a stop to that.
Yeah, by taking the city. Once we're inside, I'll... Damn. Look at me. I've got blinders on. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. None of us even know how to run a fishing boat. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance. Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Let's get it leveled up again. Need more inspiration though. Let's max this out. And then we'll just put the rest into this. Leadership. Get it. Alright. Now, where do we need to go? Let's go here. Everybody's in Discord. Let me unmute. Actually, we'll finish this out because I'm probably going to complete this mission then call it a day. I started a little bit later than I'd hoped to. I don't know how this works. Dude, the Blair Witch, that would be a cool, like, that's a dope-ass idea, actually.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to
Bringing
improvise.
people together, I love it. That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
If it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
You don't have weeks under. What if the Iconoclast just supported your supply line?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Wait. No, we already fucked that up. What was this? 8 hours and 30 minutes. Let's try going back. I messed that one up. I hit the wrong button. We're going to redo that. We already talked to her. Okay, we need to go. Let's try this one more time.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Okay.
I wish I...
Andrew, you've got to scale it back.
This is very hard for me.
We're here to see that the negotiations go smoothly.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got...
Alright, we've heard that. You don't have weak Sanjar, so we're ready to...
Though I admit I'd rather not. We've shed enough blood as it is.
Is the only choice here between fighting and starving? We've got to be practical.
You can't start negotiations.
This feels more like an assault than a negotiation.
I'm getting a bit of deja vu, Captain.
You did a strange thing with your eyes just now. Is this all supposed to mean something to me?
Come on, you can't be this obtuse. Tell me Graham wasn't working alone. He couldn't have.
Some tells me Sanjar didn't know. I don't think Sanjar would have hurt anyone if he knew.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him,
Look how
that's
cute
going
that.
too far.
It is. We found correspondences between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Back enough. Take it back a notch, or you're here for the people, not
You're
the
right.
past.
Live in the moment. At this moment, I need a place for my people. You can share, or we can take it. Up to you.
This shall be good practice for working with the board, I see. Still, anything's cheaper than war. You have a deal, Sora.
What about targeting
If
monitor?
we're in Stellar Bay, then we don't need it yet. I just need a promise that when we do, we'll share it.
Thank you for brokering this arrangement.
Yeah. Here's hoping we don't come to regret this. Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you
Let's
at
get
Stellar
it.
Bay.
Bring in peace.
We've changed the course of the future, Captain. You helped steer it toward the better.
If you'll excuse me.
All right, we still need to. Target Sapphire. Okay, so what do we do with the dang? Okay. All right. I mean, did that solve that? Okay, I don't think there's anything else to do here. Let's see, 1042, 1042, 1042, 1042, 1001. Oh, 1142. Sorry about that. All right. I think we've done all we can here. All right, back to the ship. I think that's a good place to call it as well. So I'm gonna save and I'm gonna exit out of this, but thank you, Tanner, for hanging out with your boy and talking and vibing. I really appreciate you, man. I hope that things are better with your new position. I hope that everything in sheet metal goes well for you, man. Anybody else that's in here, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Tomorrow we should be able to start on time, I hope, as long as things go well and everything. And we should be able to get back to our schedule. So I love you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I'll see you later, Tanner. Hope to see you tomorrow. And if